Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Wednesday the 24th of May, we've got some new mods, they were quite late dropping today, and some updates. We've got an update to the map, Black Mountain, Montana by Poor Boy and Hoot. This does require a new save game and it has had the 3 crop types from Edgewater, Saskatchewan added, peas, lentils, flax. And it also now says wheat, barley, oat, flax and canola are now swathable crops if you use the mods required from Edgewater, which are the swather and the pickup header. So that's been added in, and recycling of waste from Gwendal, so there's junk scattered all over the map, has been added in onto Black Mountain, Montana. The New Holland TL80A and TL100A by FS22 AM Modding. The DPW 1800 bale auto load by Weekend Farmers Amarok 10. Selectable bale capacity pack by GH66 Mods. The package mega silo by Lost Gamer. The big white cow barn by Rajo Gplay. Brazilian cow corral by Namog Mod, and the wooden shed 29 by Stefan Modding have all had updates. In front of me we've got the mobile home farmhouse. This is by FlintTownModding, 1.81 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 24 grand to buy. You'll find it under build mode and farmhouses. You can't go into the building. Your sleep trigger is out the front there. Build mode and farmhouses, just there. Slot count will come down from 7 to 1. Mobile home farmhouse by FlintTownModding. Next we've got the washing station Stihl. This is by Blacksheep Modding, 2.81 megabytes download, 14 slots on console, 5 grand to buy. If we go over to the shed and open up the doors, you'll find the jet wash just inside there. Turn on the pressure washer. Do your washing, put it away, close the doors, job done. Under build mode and tools, 5 grand, slot count will come down from 14 to 1. For the washing station Stihl by Blacksheep Modding. Next we've got this is the metal haul by ikas. It is 3.91 megabytes download, 11 slots on console, 50 grand to buy. Build mode and sheds is where you'll find it, just there. Slot count will come down to 1. We have got a side door that opens here, larger side door, or it could be the front door, depends on which way around you place this. Then we've got 2 doors on this side, a larger one and a smaller one. Nice sound effects, nice detail. Light switch just inside and on the wall here, or on the pillar there. Lights on and off. That's the metal hull by ikas. Next we've got these. This is the Lizard 330-400 by VuleX, 2.55 megabytes download, 1 slot and 2 slots respectively. There's no options on these. You'll find them both under fertilizer spreaders. The first one will do lime and fertilizer. The second one will only do fertilizer. So tools and fertilizer spreaders. So the 330, sort of 10 meter spread width, as I said, it will do lime or fertiliser. I've got lime in it because I'm always curious to know or to see whether or not the spread widths are different for lime and fertiliser. 330 litre, and then the 400 litre, but that will only do fertiliser, and that's 10 metre spread width on that. So let's start it up. Don't think we have to open it up or anything like that. Turn it on. That looks about 10 metres to me for lime. And we'll lower that down. And we're going to grab the other one. Should also be 10 metres for our fertiliser. There you go. Spot on. I'm curious. Let's see. I've done this a couple of times before. If I put this on the front and hire a worker, or turn it on myself, will it lime and fertilise by spraying that out the front? I wonder. It will. And turn that on as well. There you go, sorted. Liming and fertilising. Mind you, the lime goes down pretty rapid. There you go. That's the Lizard 330 400 by VuleX. Next, we've got this. This is the Kaweco Radium 45 by PolyDesign. 15.22 megabytes download, 8 slots on console, 42,000 litre capacity. This is a forage trailer, so do your grass, hay, straw, silage, total mix ration, wood chip, sugarcane, but it won't do your other crop types. It's not a rear, no, I was going to say there's not a rear trailer hitch on it. So you'll find this, other tools and trailers, just there. What I like about this is 42,000 litres for 41 grand. So not a bad price for the capacity you get. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, PKT, Friedrichstein, and back again. There's no options within those, just those tyre choices. Then we got design no fender, front fender, rear fender, both fenders. Cover yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour, red or grey, and license plate option. Those are your choices. And we don't have a grain door or anything like that on this. It's just the rear door. We do have lights on there and our indicators in the back. Turn that off. Cover open if you've gone for the cover. Turn the indicators off. We do have at the front there L1 and right stick up and down. So if you are doing silage work alongside something that's spraying, for example, forage harvest or something like that, you can open and close that and then unload. Flat unload, doesn't lift up. The Kaweco Radium 45 by PolyDesign. Next we have got the Krone GX520 Dolly prototype, which is just over here. This is 13.58 megabytes download. It is 14 slots on console, 57,000 litre capacity. It's by AgrarModding. Now you can hook this up with a lorry with a fifth wheel. It doesn't have to be a dolly. You can do it with a lorry with a fifth wheel. It's quite a big old beast as well. This does have the option. I've got some corn at the moment, but when we unload the corn, this is one of the ones where you can open the back door and you can have the floor go forwards or backwards, so you can load other things in as well. Cover on it as well, as you can see, but we'll hook up with the dolly first. It says missing completely. There we go. So cover open and closed. What I do like, turn the lights on, the Krone logos on the lights. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Like that. So we can open the actually what we need to do first is unload what's in here. So if we unload the crop that's in it, door opens the back, unload, job done. So that's for a regular crop, regular unload. When that's done, we can then go to open back door. I like that animation with the rear bar raising up underneath. That's cool. Let's just get around into the lights so we can see a little bit better. We will have a look at it in the store in just a moment. There we go, that's a little bit better, isn't it? So at the moment we have got sliding floor backward. So if I turn on the sliding floor, it's coming towards us. The floor is coming backwards. If I turn that off, and then we go to tip side sliding door forward, and then do it again, it will go the other way. Turn sliding floor off, close back door. Why is the back door not closing? There we go. when we have a crop in it, we do have the option on this one for rear door or grain door, but at the moment, because there's nothing in it, it's only giving me the option for sliding the floor. Now what do we have on this one as well? Oh yeah, we can raise and lower. Oh, that's on the dolly though, isn't it? Sorry about that. The trailer itself. Other trailers, just there, 119,000. It's not cheap. 57,000 litre capacity. We have got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back again on the Trelleborg. We've got those. Michelin, those. BKT, Vredestein, back again. Cover yes or no. Body colour, anything on that pallet there. Second body does the panels on the inside. Rims starts off with a light grey, sort of metallic, and then anything on that pallet. And license plate option on there too. That's the Krone GX520 Dolly prototype by AgrarModding. That doesn't come with a dolly. I did think that because it was kind of a prototype whether it would come with a dolly, but I did double check. I will double check, triple check, just to make sure there's no dolly showing in there as part of this mod pack itself. Next, we've got the Lizard, the 6205 Turbo. This is by Grimlock RRC. We've had a few of these, but this has got a few extra bits and bobs, and it's got quite a high horsepower option on this as well. 8.51 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. It's got some nice satiny and matte, sort of they're matte, but some nice colour options on it, and the level of detail on it is fantastic. You'll find it on small tractors. Just there, 59 grand for the base model. We can go 150 horsepower, 175 horsepower, 205. That's not bad, 205 horsepower for a tractor that size. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, back again, and a Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Main colour, anything on that palette. So like I say, we have got some standard colours and then the mattes. I do quite like the matte colours on those. Design colour does the inner panels. We go for the green matte, for example, or it doesn't really matter which one we go for, but no, that doesn't stand out enough, does it? Rim colour, anything on that palette, including the chrome. We've got grey and a grey 2. Let's take a chrome. Oh, that's a bit dark steel, I think was what I went for. And then license plate option there as well. So, hop out, hop on. Beacon. Lights. It's no slouch to 29 miles an hour either. Even though it's under small tractors, and whenever you sort of use these, it's a lot bigger than you think it's going to be. But like I say, the level of detail on it is amazing. First person. It just feels very wide. I know I've got wide tyres on it, but it just feels very wide. Those wing mirrors are a long way out. Very nice indeed. The Lizard 6205 Turbo by Grimlock RRC. Next we have got this. We've got a few of these recently. This is the Massey Ferguson 6S by JMZ. 12.58 megabytes download, 21 slots on console. This has got some extra strobes and bits and bobs on it. You will find this also under small tractors. Right out on the very end, 113,500 for the base model. We can have 135 horsepower, 145, 155, 165, 180 or 200 horsepower for the chip-tuned version, which is pretty high on this. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian and back. Under Trelleborg we have got, what I do like as well, the standard and those wheel weights. We've got a few different options for these wheels. Wide twos. It's got like the dished wheels. I like that. Michelin. Continental. Mitas. BKT. Vredestein. Nokian. It's a good look. It's a good look. Back to Trelleborg. Then we've got interior setup. We've got the exclusive, which has got the roof like that. Then we've got the efficient, which has got the open panel on the front at the top. So if you've got front loaders and things like that on there, helps a little bit. So interior changes a little bit. Design standard, anniversary edition. Those two options there. Fenders, yes or no. Carpet inside, yes or no. Then we've got beacon lights. Left, right, both or off. Upper beacon light. Stroboscopes in the front, so strobes. Or both, and then off. So I think I went for that as an option. We've got air horn left, right, both. GPS, yes or no on the top. Front mounting, we've got 3-point, none, so you've got just the frame for weights, and then we go through the various different weight options up to 820 kilos, and then back to the 3-point. We've got front loader attacher, no, quick, how with front frame and how without, then back to no. Main colour, this does the chassis underneath. Design colour, we can go for a black or an orange on there, depending whether you've gone for the anniversary edition. It will do the whole thing or just do those sections. Rim colour, those choices, and a license plate option on there as well. So depending on what you've gone for. So our lights, I went for the stroboscopes and the beacon on the top. You know, I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. That's our horn, under R1 and right stick sides. Oh, now this is on the back here. Let's swing around a little bit. On the rear windows. So either side of the main window. So R1 and right stick side to side opens and closes that one. Up and down opens and closes that one. Then L1, R1, left stick side to side does the rear window. Right stick side to side and up and down. Nice sound effects on the doors and windows and stuff as well, I like that. Very cool. Interior, nice and tidy. I always say that. It's not like you're going to get into one that's going to be like rubbish and stuff all over the place. What I mean is it looks, it looks crisp and clean, and it's, it's not blurry. And I always say this when I used to do my mod reviews back on FS17 when we first started getting mods on console. Sometimes you would look at vehicles and you would get close to them and the decals and stuff would blur a little bit, and I would always say, well, you get close. I mean, that's really not the case anymore. You get it every now and again, but not very often. But anyway. Nice bit of kit, the Massey Ferguson 6S by JMZ, which brings us to the last of the mods for today, and this is very cool. We do have a map out today, Forest Challenge by ABT Frankie. I will get onto that possibly later on this evening, maybe first thing tomorrow morning. We shall see. But the last of the mods, the Valtra XM130 XM150 by FarmHouse 46.39 megabytes download, 31 slots on console. What's cool about this, it's articulated. I didn't notice initially when I was in the store getting it, and I'm thinking, I'm sure we had one like this recently, and the options seem fairly similar, but oh no. It's just very cool. So, anywho, you'll find this under medium tractors. The XM series, 75 grand for the base model. Slot count comes down from 31 to 2. So, we have weight holder on the front, pickup hitch on the rear. weight holder and pin coupling on the rear, and then we go to front lifter 3-point with a pickup hitch on the back, front lifter with a pin hitch on the back, and then back. So I'll leave on that. We've got engine setup. We've got the 135 horsepower or the XM150 at 150 horsepower. Then we've got our wheel tyre choices: Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Forage, Nokian and back. Under Trelleborg we have got Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Forage, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Then we've got interiors and roof and lights. At the moment we've got the 2003-2005 version, then the 2005-2006, which changes some stuff interior, but the outside stays pretty much the same. Then we go from that to the 2006-2007. The roof changes and the lights change as well on the front sides of the door pillars. So there's a few changes in the different years. Reverse driving, yes or no. So you've got standard or the twin track, which gives the rear steering wheel, and you can change it around. Then we have wheel weights on here. So we've got no. Then we go through the various different wheel weights on the rear, up to 640 kilo. Then we've got fenders. Various different options with old and new and rear on the wide, wide on the rear. We've got attention plates on the back. We can just have the triangle, side markers or both, beacons, left, right, both at the front, left, right, both at the rear, or off altogether. I think I went with that. Exhaust pipe colour, we've got black, grey or chromed. Dashboard, this was the same as the previous versions of these. I couldn't tell a difference between the Agro line and the Pro line on the dashboard. It seemed exactly the same to me, but I could be missing something obvious. Front loader attacher, quick, Hauer, slightly different, quick, slightly different, and then it says yes, not another Hauer, but and then off. Main colour, anything on this palette. The top ones are your standard colours, I guess. Then the next ones down are metallics, and the next one down are mattes. So you can pick any colour you like from there. Light frame colour, this is around the front, around the lights. You can change the colour around there. Around the two front lights on the front. Rim weight colour, so if you've gone for weights, we can change the weight colour on there. To anything on this palette as well. Grille colour, we've got various different darknesses for the grills. Rim colour itself, white or black. And then license plate option on there too. But let's hop in, start it up. Beacons, lights, horn. We can't adjust those. I think it was on the previous versions of this as well. I said the previous version, the slightly different version of this. If we change driving direction, so we can do that. Spin that back around. Under L1, R1 and left stick side to side is the rear window. Up and down and side to side are the doors. Nice sound effects on those as well. Very cool. And then the moment you've all been waiting for, let's go above. That's cool. That's something a bit different. You don't normally get the articulation on the really big tractors. So that's I know the Lintner and stuff, but that's the wheels that turn. This is actually articulated rather than the axles turning. That's really cool. I don't know why that's made me smile today, but that's very cool. I initially did it because I changed driving direction. And as I drove away, I suddenly thought, you know, your brain is like, what's happened? I couldn't figure out what was going on. But yeah, that's brilliant. Very nice indeed. It makes it a little bit longer than a standard Valtra, but it's a cool feature. there we go. The Valtra XM150, XM150 by Farmari99, and that's it for the mods for Wednesday the 24th of May. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, again, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.